Number 6, mature people stay resilient in the face of upset, disappointments, setbacks, hurts, or pain. They acknowledge how they feel. They don't deny it. They figure out what can be done, right? And then they figure out the steps to move on. They just figure out what the steps are to move on and make this happen. Number 7, mature people have a calm disposition. Now, I tend to be a talker. I tend to be engaging. That's part of my personality. However, I will say the guy I used to be 25 years ago, because of my insecurities, I acted in a very different way, where today I don't need to be seen. I don't need to go get my needs met from others or take it from others, get out of my fears and insecurity. I'm a lot calmer than I was 25 years ago when I began my transformation into healing and growing, hopefully, to be a mature adult, which my wife says I am. When you become a mature person, you become emotionally steady. You're not allowing yourself to get triggered in fight, flight, or freeze. You're not allowing those things, that lower animal reptile brain, to dictate what happens in a relationship, because that part of your brain doesn't think. It's just a reactive brain. Mature people have a calm disposition. Now, when I read this, I think of my brother. And I don't say this because he's my brother. I say it because it's true of him, just as a man, regardless of whether he's my brother or not. My wife says of my brother, Don, and it's actually true of him, your brother is the only person she knows that when he walks into a room without saying anything, his presence brings a peace to the room. That's the highest level of emotional intelligence, folks. You see, emotionally mature people don't get mad, and they don't let emotions dictate their response. They have a clear mind, and they use rationality to dictate what to do, not the emotional brain, which is a lower order animal brain. And because of that, they stay balanced emotionally. You know, I found as I began to grow and heal, and I became more and more mature at the emotional level, I found that it's a much easier, I like life so much more. It's peaceful, as a matter of fact. I think mature people over time really become mature. As they mature, they become more and more peaceful. They live in peace. And they've learned not to let things out here in life rob me of my peace. Number 8 of the traits or signs of emotional maturity. And this was something I did not do early on, because I was raised in a way that says I had no value, I didn't matter, and I wasn't lovable. Mature people believe in themselves. Did you get that? Mature people believe in themselves. Because I didn't believe in myself, I didn't think I mattered. Then what I did, it's like a psychic vampire. I would take from Luella. I would take my emotional needs from her. Problem is, I didn't have much to get back because it was like a vacuum, like a hole in my soul. So I was taking because I was so immature and broken, childish. But once I began to realize that I am good enough and that I do matter and that I am adequate and I am lovable. And for me, all of those decisions were based on my faith, right? And my faith kind of answered all those. But at the same time, I found out that my kids think I'm lovable and my kids think I'm adequate. When all of that happened, my heart settled down because my self-worth grew, my self-esteem grew, my self-confidence grew. And I began to believe in myself. I began to believe that, yes, I can do this. I can make this happen. I can write a book. I can write a curriculum. I can create a training because I began to believe in myself. That's the power of mature people. They do have optimism. They know they can accomplish something. People who are immature tend to be pessimistic. Here's another one. Number 9, mature people are approachable. Emotionally mature people are able to and prefer to talk with people. In other words, mature people talk with, not at. Get that? They talk with you, not at you. To talk with you is to identify that you are a separate person, worthy of value and worthy of respect. I remember I used to attend a national conference. It was secular. And I told the head of the conference once, I said, you know, what's interesting is the faith-based speakers that are here only talk to you if they buy if you're buying their product. But the secular ones will talk to you regardless of whether you're buying a product or not. They look you in the eye. They give you time. They made you feel welcome. The other ones were selling a product. And if you weren't buying a product, they shifted to someone else who might. That's not an approachable person. That's not a genuine person. Emotionally mature people are approachable. As a matter of fact, they'll make you feel that you have value and worth in engaging with them. They'll also tell you if they can't meet with you right now or can't talk. They'll say, listen, you know, I really love to share with you. I've got something going on. Please forgive me. But thank you so much for that question. But I really need to move. They're gonna treat you good with respect, but they know what they have to do. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to criticize you. They're not going to put you down, because goodwill and respect would dictate you wouldn't do that to another person. You see what I mean? And here's the last one, and I like this one because it kind of fits with me. People who are emotionally mature have a healthy sense of humor. They have a healthy sense of humor. They don't take life too strictly. They're able to find brevity in life. They're able to live in a way that, hey, there's things we can laugh at. But here's the real powerful thing about mature people. They know when to use humor and when to not use it. Immature people use humor in inappropriate times. Mature people will not. They recognize when it's appropriate. Great speakers know how to use humor in a speech, but they know how to use it in a speech. Did you get all that? They have a good sense of humor. They understand that, having fun is a part of life, and it's a necessity as well. A cheerful heart does good like a medicine, right? And laughter does good like a medicine. Laugh well. Why? Well, the more you laugh, the more you increase serotonin in your brain, and serotonin wards off depression. Laugh well.